Okay, so we are going to be doing yet another Dummynation video where we're going to be letting the wheel decide instead of myself. So, let's just spin it and see which country we get. Hopefully we get a good one. I don't really want a micronation or some small island in the Caribbean, but it's looking like it might be Belgium. And we get either Romania or Chad. I think Romania is the one with the brighter flag. If I'm correct, I'm gonna research that, and depending on, because Romania and Chad, the way you can tell them apart is one has brighter colors than the other. So I'm gonna go see which one that is, and hopefully it is Romania, because that would be a little bit easier than Chad. Okay, so the flag was darker, so it is indeed Chad, sadly. So Chad is a hard country. If we did get Romania, it is also a hard country, but it is stronger, and it's in, Romania is right down there. Chad is right here. So that's not going to be too amazing, but I feel like we might be able to do something. So, let's just pause our game real quick. We start off with the 130th GDP, 65th population, 180th GDP per capita. Not too good. We don't care about area. 84th military power, 112th defense power, and 177th political freedom. We have a political freedom of 14. Okay. Well, we are an autocracy, so we could move to a democracy, fascism, communism, something like that later. Fascism is only good for a late game. Democracy is good if you want to be more Western aligned, like the US, Canada, pretty much the entirety of NATO and the EU and such. But I feel like we could do something with this. So, Niger is something we could go for an attack on. They are actually pretty strong. We could beat them in a fight, most likely, but we definitely want to get a little bit stronger first. So, we don't have the greatest population or GDP. We have an insane research, though. That's pretty good. So, I mean, we can put some into military research, and then we're gonna put the rest into robotics. We definitely need robotics and self-sufficient economy. So, now that we already have robots, it very much benefits us that we have such good, what is it called again? R&D. So as for our spending here, we don't need any social spending as of right now. We're not even in an alliance, so we can up our R&D spending. Well, not by too much though. Military spending and our liquidity fund. We do not have a very good exchange rate here, as you can see. I'm not even too sure what currency these guys use. And we are only 0.03% of the way to winning the game. Yeah, we're pretty far down here. We're below Haiti. Where was Haiti? We're below Haiti. Which, just as reference, this is us. This is Haiti right here. Yeah, that's a pretty big difference. So Cameroon probably isn't the greatest idea. Sudan, obviously not, because I believe the Arab League would come to their help if we look at diplomacy. Yeah, the Arab League would come to assist them, so... And I don't think they're even that weak. Oh, no, they're kind of weak, but if we attack them, then we get superpowers of the Arab League, like Egypt and Saudi Arabia, to come and attack us, which isn't great. But Cameroon would be amazing, as we would be given sea access, which would greatly improve our whole thing here, as we could attack smaller countries like Togo. By the time we get through Cameroon, though, I feel like other smaller countries would be already eaten up by the European colonizers, as obviously in this game, many different countries, superpowers of the modern world, like France, Germany, the UK, Spain, Russia, China, and the US often come down to Africa and eat all the countries up. We could end up being a victim of this, so we're going to have to make sure that we are too strong for that. So we're just going to speed this up a little bit. I probably shouldn't have bought max guns there. It's probably not the greatest idea because I need troops out fast. And oh my god, Russia is immediately going to reform the USSR or the Soviet Union or the Russian Empire. Most likely just the USSR. And I mean, they're kind of succeeding. Turkey has. Oh, what is Turkey doing? No, maybe it's a good thing I'm not Romania, because they're getting absolutely destroyed by Turkey. Well, they're not getting destroyed, but Russia. I'm not too sure what's happening over there. As for down here, we have not had our first troops pop out, but now that we have, oh, now is the perfect time. So I don't think we're gonna get our sea access, but we are going to get some extra land. Yeah, sea access is definitely off the table now, but we are going to get some extra land, which isn't going to be that bad. We're not even going to get a border with like a country like Equatorial Guinea, but we do now border the Republic of the Congo, which is very weak, and they could give us sea access. So I believe the Republic of the Congo is the way to go, because they will give us sea access. So it's going to put our military in a bit of a bad situation, but and we do now border the United States of America, so we're gonna have to hope that they remain friendly with us. Yeah, that's most likely because see, already eaten up by Sweden. That's a new one. I have not seen Sweden. Mauritania has taken Guinea-Bissau and is invading normal Guinea right now. We are actually gonna get our sea access here, luckily enough. And we share a pretty big border with Gabon, which is also a pretty weak country right now. So, we're opening up the possibilities here. Sao Tome and Principe is getting eaten up by Portugal. And the Netherlands has taken Equatorial Guinea. That's fine, though. We don't really care about all that. We are already off to a decent start. The Central African Republic, or CAR, they're pretty weak. And I definitely think Gabon is the way to go. So we're gonna split our force in half. Is that Australia? Australia, what are they doing up here? I'm not too sure what Australia is doing all the way over here. Maybe they were colonizing in the Caribbean. And they're just going back right now. Is that Australia? Oh, yeah, they were. They took Haiti. At least Haiti isn't above us anymore. Yeah, Haiti isn't above us anymore. Let's go. Okay, so obviously we're not going to have much happen because we are in not the greatest. Oh, we are now 78th GDP, which we were like 130th. I'm not sure how we went up so much, but probably because a lot of countries also died. We are now 40th population, 127th GDP per capita. Wasn't it like 140 something? Or maybe it was always 127. And 63rd military power, 94th defense power, and 139th. Okay, so I might turn to democracy pretty early in the game. Just so we can get a higher political freedom. Yeah, look at how much we've already went up just by changing one thing. The Central African Republic could be the next place to go to. They are also pretty weak. And if we get all our troops back... Okay. We almost have our first wave of Terminators out. So, we can start investing in our like, drones and such. So, we are already modernizing Chad's military, which is great. We are actually futurizing it with these killer robots. I don't believe this being used in normal warfare. I forget what the term for it's called. Like normal ground warfare, not nuclear warfare or something like that. Yeah, we could go for a car in a second, because no one else really is able to go for them. No colonizers border them. And well, Sudan and South Sudan, or at least just Sudan, is in a civil war. Uh, South Sudan, or yeah, Sudan. I'd say that they're probably in a civil war right now. Could we get an alliance with Egypt? We could. Okay, that might be one of the most strategic things we've done so far. What about the United States? How do they think about us? That's more than it was earlier. Let's just look at our diplomacy map really quickly. And nobody really generally likes us. France doesn't like us, at least. Ukraine doesn't like us. But a majority of Europe here actually does like us. Serbia took Bosnia. Okay. A majority of Europe though does like us here. I mean, that's a nice portion of Europe. Germany, Poland, Spain, Portugal. I mean, it makes sense. We probably don't like the French either, because the French were a colonizer of us at one point. India likes us. Russia's mid on us, but PRC is fine with us. Maybe. Oh wow, India is at war with Bangladesh and Pakistan. Could we secure an alliance with India? We could. I mean, it's kind of expensive with our current economic situation, but I think we're gonna have to do that because India is a top 10 power. Oh no, they're not anymore. Probably because they're at war with Pakistan and Bangladesh, but they were top 10 power before. But yeah, car is definitely going to be our next target. I mean, they're really weak. We can invest in more tanks probably as well. But we also have some more stuff coming out. So we are doing decent right now. A lot of the weaker nations, though, have been swept up by European powers, like I said. Zambia took these guys through this African lake here. I mean, yeah, let's just get all our guys together. We have our first wave of drones out. And let's just go after Car now, because we do also have a very modern military with all the drones and killer robots. So, I feel like we're going to be able to destroy these guys. We are now 73rd GDP, 118th GDP per capita. That's pretty good. We're doing pretty good. 30th military power. Oh, 31st now. And 45th political freedom. You know, we're not doing too bad. We're doing kind of good right now. Another good thing is that the United States has not yet taken the DRC. Normally that happens. It's either the US or China, I find, takes the DRC the most often. We've also fixed up our hideous borders, but, you know, we can't completely stop the terrible borders. Now Niger is, again, going to be on the table now that we are heavily more advanced than them and much stronger as well. Yeah, this campaign has went pretty good so far. We are pretty low on liquidity. Our exchange rate has went down even more. We could probably put up some social spending now that we have alliances. Put down that R&D spending and up our liquidity fund a little bit more as well. Because we do need to make sure that we have a pretty strong force. I'm not too sure if we're going to be able to scavenge anything from Mozambique, but we can send some troops down to see if we can get anything. We still have our alliance with India and Egypt. Egypt is also pretty dang strong. And India is back in the 5th military power. Now they're in top 5 again. And we might be able to get our land down here. South Sudan, dang. Yeah, let's just go eat them up real quick. Because they are also pretty weak. I don't think this is going to anger anybody before they declare war. Or before we declare war on them. Nobody's allied, so nobody's gonna go to war with us. I could have just. They're actually at war with the with the uh, Arab League because, yeah, Turkey holds the closest relations with them, and Turkey's not allied though, so Turkey's not gonna come after us. Turkey also has their own issues to be dealing with right now. Because they're probably, I think they're also at war with most of NATO. Shad has declared, oh, I thought that was someone declaring war on us. Okay, we did make it in time. Germany does not have any more troops down here. Zambia is becoming a empire. Something we could do is go for Uganda. Uganda is kind of strong though, but Uganda would give us some decent things. And after that, we could move for Zambia and connect, or at least by a sea border. But we did make it in time, which is pretty good. You know, it's a pretty decent thing. Here's the quad point. This is like the closest point we have to 4 countries bordering each other, which that's pretty cool. And we have taken out Mozambique, so we can move up now. We can also probably, if we wanted to, we can leave these guys down here to attack Zambia, but I wouldn't really do that. That just doesn't seem like a smart idea. And we're kind of out of money. Not amazing. Germany is invading Italy. Wow. Oh, it's because they took a chunk of Morocco. So they are in the Mediterranean Sea. Wow. Italy invaded Croatia, so that's probably why they're on NATO's hit list. Because Croatia is in NATO. So Canada's also in here. I'm not too sure how Canada's in here. They didn't take anything, did they? So we are doing actually pretty well. We're not doing too bad. I mean, we're not doing the greatest. When India gets Pakistan weaker and like Bangladesh weaker, we might be able to hop in on that. Let's try to run some of our guys over to Bangladesh actually, because they have good population and I think a decent economy. Maybe not the best economy. Oh no, it's really about their population. They have an insane population over here. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it in time. But with their population comes a lot of militias, which isn't going to be amazing. Pakistan is also pretty weak. Oh, never mind. I thought they were just had this one division left, but they do have some extra troops. We are going to make it in time. Are we going to be able to make it to their capital city? With India here, it's kind of a gamble. It's kind of a gamble. But this will greatly benefit us if we can make it to Bangladesh's capital. And we take the capital. Okay, we got some really good stuff there. Yes, we did. Oh, that's pretty good. That we got definitely a good half the deal there. And now India is not going to be declaring war on us for at least a little bit because we are allied. So we do have some time to make use of that new population because we just got an insane upgrade. Now we can take a look at our stats. We are 49th GDP, 94th GDP per capita. We're hoping to make that go up a little bit more by the end of the video, but because I have time to record this video, so I am ready to go pretty far to make Chad an empire. I mean, we kind of already have, considering where we started. We are 7th area. Area doesn't really matter. It's crazy that we're in 7th, though, with just all of this. 19th military, pretty good. And 52nd defense power, also not terrible. And 39th political freedom. So we are moving up in the world. Yeah, I'm definitely going to switch to fascism later, because that greatly benefits you in the late game. And I don't know why I didn't just keep my troops out here, because we can go after Pakistan when India inevitably... I mean, Pakistan's already pretty weak right now. They also don't have very good reservists, which means if we were to invade, they wouldn't really be able to do anything. Belgium and the Netherlands split up the Maldives. I was about to go for them, but I was like, wait, there's no shot they still exist. Australia has taken Seychelles and a part of Somalia. And the United States of America is building the American Empire, as they do in every game. And look at that, they've taken Cuba and Venezuela. This is oddly, this is a little too, this is a little too accurate. I'm not too sure. These guys might be updating it like every day, but this is a little bit too accurate because, I mean, yeah. Well, we all saw that coming, let's be honest. We all saw that coming. If they go after a certain island in the Arctic Ocean, then we know this is a little bit too on point, but I don't think they will because NATO is still going pretty strong right now. I mean, well, some of the countries. The UK is at war with Germany. France is getting divvied up by their neighbors. I mean, the UK might be happy to have this back. I'm surprised they didn't take back Brittany, but the Netherlands is also reforming their old borders. If you don't know, they had borders like this at one point before Belgium broke away. And Niger is definitely looking way better of a target to attack now. And so we might... Actually, no, we're not going to split. We're just going to attack head on here. Okay, yeah, now we can split off a division and move the other division up here, and we're just going to kind of blitzkrieg kind of thing through them. We're just going to go pretty painlessly, just take the entirety of their territory and fully incorporate it into the Chad Empire. So Ghana and Benin are also kind of weak. Well, Ghana isn't that weak, but Benin would be a good target. We are going to border them after we take Niger. I'm still waiting for Nigeria to collapse. It's unlikely that they will, but I am waiting for the moment because if they do, if you're watching a video about this, I hope you know this already, but they have good population. And, well, they don't have a very good economic hubs, but they do have a very nice population that I would like to eat up into our Chad Empire. And I am still waiting for Pakistan to get weak enough for them to be a viable target for the Chad Empire. But we'll just have to see what happens. And we pop out some more killer robots that we'll give to this bottom division. And now all of our divisions can just take all of this. It's not that much land left, so we just take all of that. And we have incorporated Niger into our Chad Empire. So, it's looking pretty nice. Burkina Faso is another option. But, I mean, Benin really wouldn't benefit us. We already have sea access through Gabon and Mozambique down here. And Brazil is building an empire of their own, clearly. They are now taking Germany's old colony of Namibia. So, we'll see how that plays out. Burkina Faso wouldn't really also benefit us too much. I mean, if we were to look at the population map, Benin does have a decent population, especially in the south, but I think we go for Burkina Faso here. I mean, it doesn't really matter who we go for. Neither of them are the greatest, but neither of them are terrible targets either. And they're both possible to attack and incorporate into our empire. Mali is also kind of strong. Don't really want to go for them right off the bat. And I definitely need to start buying more robots. And possibly more liquidity. Are we still allied with Egypt and India? Yes, we are. We have a very... Sorry, excuse me. We have a very strong alliance going on. It's like a triple alliance between Egypt, India, and Chad. So we are doing pretty good right now. Egypt and Chad isn't actually allied, no. But we do have strong relations. And I would like to get other countries to join us. So let's just go to diplomacy and see who we're friendly with. Europe, not as much of Europe likes us anymore with our expansionist policies. And Bulgaria has made the Third Bulgarian Empire. Brazil likes us. I mean, we could probably try to. No. Well, especially not with our weak economy that we have right now. Germany is also very expensive. We need to wait to get our GDP up. Benin is also a little bit more militarized, so I don't really want to go for them right now. In fact, Mali would probably be one of our weakest targets to attack right now. They have the least troops out of all of our neighbors. Yeah, they'd probably be the easiest to attack. I don't want to attack Sweden because not only are they pretty strong, but they're also in NATO, so countries like Germany and Poland and France would come to their aid. What the heck happened to the UK? Well, how interesting is that? Who got Bermuda? I'm guessing the US. Yeah. What about the Falklands? Did Argentina? Oh, Argentina doesn't exist either. The Netherlands got the Falklands. Fair. What about the British Indian Ocean Territory? That goes to Indonesia. Indonesia got Scotland too. Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, not for British people, but not really for me either. But I mean, it doesn't matter to the Chad Empire. Doesn't matter to us right now. It does not affect us. We are trying to build a big enough army to attack the DRC. Libya would benefit us greatly. I think we go for Libya. Now, we are going to get ourselves in a war with the entire Arab League, which I'm not going to like too much. I mean, it's probably not going to be the greatest thing to get ourselves into, but we're just going to have to see what happens here. We are raising the ranks, and I mean, we're almost at 1%. Now, did anyone declare war on us? No. Wow. Nobody declared war on us for that. They didn't even care. Oh, we are now 40th GDP, 81st GDP per capita, 10th population, 20th military power, and 35th political freedom. I mean, no button. I mean, not terrible. You know, we are a pretty strong country, and once we take out Libya, we get access to the Mediterranean, which isn't really going to that's not really going to benefit us. All of the countries in the Mediterranean are part of NATO and would either are part of NATO or would absolutely destroy me if I declared war on them anyways, whether or not they're in NATO. So, which there's only one country that isn't in NATO right now. I know they are in real life, but they wouldn't get too many people coming to their aid. I mean, they could get a few people. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, Pakistan. Okay. Oh, we're gonna move some guys over. We might be able to get something of Pakistan. Pakistan has a really good population. They're definitely top 10 most populated countries of all time. Oh, we're definitely not gonna make it in time. Yeah, Japan's going for this stuff too. Oh, dang it. We missed our chance on Pakistan. We should have went when we had more of a chance there. We really should have went when we had more of a chance, but I mean, at least the land that we did get was Pakistan at one point, so we kind of still got Pakistan in a way. If you If you like nostalgia, we kind of got Pakistan in a way. But that might conclude our Chad Empire. Not too sure because we have definitely made anybody watching from Chad, which is probably 0, but we've definitely made anybody watching Chad happy with this. Not too sure. Maybe they don't like imperialism and they're mad at their country for this, but I'm not too sure. But anyways, thank you guys for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.